4 Water resources from International Lower Secondary Geography 2. Water resources. About 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. In fact, the Earth is known as the blue planet. You may wonder why water is treated as something so precious when there is plenty of it around. The seas and the oceans hold about 97% of the water on Earth. That is salt water that cannot be used for agriculture or drinking. That means only 3% of the water is freshwater. 79% of the freshwater is stored in ice sheets and glaciers. 20% is stored as groundwater. Only 1% of freshwater is found on the surface in rivers, streams and lakes. Question 1. What is salt water? Answer. Salt water is water that contains salt. It is the type of water that is found in seas and oceans. It is also known by the names saline water or, more broadly, seawater. Question 2. Describe in detail the factors affecting water supply. Answer. There are following factors that affecting water supply. A. Precipitation. B. Climate change. C. Pollution. D. Change in the use of land. Question 3. Why is seawater salty? Answer. The salts in seawater come from various sources, including the erosion of rocks on land. Rainfall, carrying dissolved minerals from the Earth's crust, flows into rivers and ultimately reaches the ocean, contributing to the salt content. Additionally, minerals from underwater volcanic activity also contribute to the composition of seawater. Question 4. What is the difference between salt water and fresh water? Answer. The key difference between salt water and freshwater lies in their salinity, or the concentration of dissolved salts. Freshwater typically has a low salinity, generally less than 0.5%, while seawater has an average salinity of about 3.5%, 35 parts per thousand. This higher salinity in seawater is due to the accumulation of salts over time through various geological and hydrological processes. The salinity of water affects its properties, such as density and freezing point. Seawater is denser than freshwater, and it freezes at a lower temperature than freshwater. These differences have important implications for ocean currents, marine life, and the overall dynamics of the Earth's climate system. Question 5. What are the major causes of water pollution? Answer. Agriculture is one of the major causes of water pollution. The chemicals used to increase the quantity of food, to get rid of pests and weeds are washed into rivers and lakes. Question 6. What is evapotranspiration? Answer. A process in which the trees release water into the atmosphere. Water that is transpired and evaporated form rain clouds, which contributes rainfall. Q7. How are floods caused? And, when a forest cover is cleared, the rainwater runs off rapidly into rivers and streams, increasing the water levels. The elevated water levels cause floods in downstream villages, cities and agricultural areas. Q8. What is desertification? And, it occurs the changing of land use from farmland to housing development and cities results in greater runoff and more floods. Q9. What are the basic uses of water? And, there is greater demand for water for basic things like bathing, cooking, drinking and washing. Approximately 15% of the freshwater is used in households. As the world becomes more affluent and urbanized, water is used for other purposes other than the basic needs. Q10. Reasons for the rising demand for water. And, the demand for water has been rising globally due to various factors, reflecting the increasing pressure on water resources. Here are some key reasons for the rising demand for water. A. Population growth. B. Urbanization. C. Industrial growth. D. Energy production. E. Climate change. F. Agricultural intensification. G. Water pollution and quality concerns. H. Competition for water resources. Question 11. What is water catchment area? Answer. A water catchment area is an area where all the water, sediments and dissolved minerals drain into a common outlet. A stream, river system, reservoir, underground aquifer or other body of water. The catchment area is part of a nature reserve where activities are limited and closely monitored. Question 12. What is desalination and define the process? Answer. Desalination is the removal of salt in seawater through distillation or using membrane filtration. This method has been used on ships and submarines for a long time. In distillation, the seawater is heated and allowed to cool. The water vapor condenses to form freshwater. In the membrane method, water molecules are forced through a semi-permeable membrane. The salt molecules cannot pass through the membrane and are left behind. What comes through the membrane is freshwater. Question 13. What is water catchment area? Answer. A water catchment area is an area where all the water, sediments and dissolved minerals drain into a common outlet. A stream, river system, reservoir, underground aquifer or other body of water. The catchment area is part of a nature reserve where activities are limited and closely monitored. Question 14. What is meant by reclaiming? Answer. Reclaiming means that the water can be purified to remove the solid materials, bacteria and other impurities, and the water can thus be used again. This method reduces the pressure on freshwater supply. Activity 2. Water supply in your country. Find out about the water supply in your country. If you live in a large country and the sources of water vary across the country, you may like to know the water supply in your city. Where does your city or country get its water? List the sources of water in your city or country in the box below. If it is a river source, name the river. If you know the name of the reservoir, provide the name. Source name, e.g. river or reservoir. River Indus, Jhelum, Chenab. Wapta Indus Basin. Dam Mangla Dam. Barrage Gudu Barrage.
Thanks for watching and listening. If you like my videos, please like and share it, and do not forget to subscribe my channel.